Just less than 10 years ago, they were an unknown brand. But now, unless you're living under a rock, you've definitely heard the name Lattafa, and chances are you've even used some of their perfumes. But how did they do it? How did they become so successful in such a short period of time? That's what we're here to find out in today's video. Hello and welcome back to the channel AYOSFRAGRANCE. I am Ayomide. Here we talk all things fragrance and perfumery. And today we are talking about why is Lattafa so successful and how did they do it. So be sure to click the subscribe button, the like button, and leave in the comments your reasons as to why you think Lattafa is so successful. Lattafa are a Middle Eastern fragrance house established in 1980 and then gained popularity between the years of 2019 and 2020. And today they are so popular and successful that they are ranked literally #1 on Fragrantica, beating the likes of Tom Ford, Gucci, and literally everyone else. After my research, I've been able to highlight 5 reasons why I think they are so successful, and the last one would be a surprise to you. The first reason is what I call their unfair advantage. You see, there is a very good import and export relationship between large Saudi and Emirati corporations and the significant Muslim population in East Africa. Because of that, these corporations, Lattafa being one of them, are able to get their goods, their perfumes, into the continent of Africa at a cheaper price, meaning they can get it into market at a much cheaper price than their competitors that have to pay high import and high export fees. Do you understand? So because of that relationship with the East Africans, we have to thank them for that. They are able to get their perfumes into Africa cheaper, and by extension, we are able to buy their perfumes cheaper. Now, I put unfair advantage in air quotes because they are not the only Middle Eastern fragrance house that have that advantage. Literally every other Middle Eastern fragrance house have that advantage, but that is where their next reason comes in, because the other houses are not as successful as Lattafa, at least not yet. The second reason is their work, which begins to speak for itself. Okay, you've gotten your product into the market at a good price that people will buy. After they buy it, what then? That is where Lattafa puts in a lot of work into their product. They make fragrances so good that you begin to question if you cheated the person you are buying it from because of how inexpensive it is. Now, this is also complemented by their clones, or they are inspired by fragrances. Clones or inspired by fragrances are fragrances that are made to smell like a particular already established fragrance. Their clones are usually scarily identical to the original and last as long, if not longer, than the ones they were inspired by. And this is only made possible because of the fourth reason, which is their customers. As at December 2024, Lattafa had over 250 products available for purchase on their e-commerce platform. Not only that, they were also available for sale in over 140 countries. This is only possible because they listened to their customers, and then they began to deviate from strictly making clones to making their own new formulations, which blew the minds of their consumers. Another thing that helped them is the fact that their online community is very strong and active. Not only their official pages and handles, but also word of mouth. A lot of fragrance reviewers cannot go 3 videos without talking about a Lattafa perfume. The word of mouth gave them much more publicity than they could have ever imagined. Like I said, they came in to the scene 2019, 2020, and since then, over thousands of videos have been made about them for free. Okay, well, they do send PR packages, but that is less than 10% of their entire notoriety on the online space. The fifth reason, and the surprising reason, is their packaging. You see, Lattafa have mastered the craft of exquisite bottling and packaging. They make pieces that you would be proud to show off. For example, Winner's Trophy, although that one is quite ugly to me, Her Confession, Kanja, and Victoria. They make beautiful bottles. And a bonus reason is the fact that they became successful in Africa. Not to brag, but a lot of things originate from Africa. The fact that they were able to make one of the loudest demographics love their perfumes, Europe and the Americans, they had to follow suit. Do you understand? So they made it easy to be imported into Africa. Africans publicized for them, then the rest of the world followed suit. So Lattafa are basically the Toyota of perfumes. Sure, they might have had an unfair advantage in getting into the market, but they really did put in the work and they deserve all the success they are getting, although they are getting quite expensive now, but that's a story for another day. Did you enjoy the video? What did you think about the video? Do you agree with some of my reasons, or do you have reasons of your own? Leave them down in the comments. And as always, I would see you next week, and I'll see you tomorrow for short form videos by God's grace. Thank you for watching. Click all the buttons on your screen except the dislike button. Bye.